Hello, and welcome to not a racing game today. I know it's Wednesday, and Wednesdays I swap between flying and Sedoa Corsa, but Tuesday the valley dropped, and oh, it's lovely to be home in a sense. I spent a lot of time on this map, as I said in the previous video. I did on this. I spent a lot of time on this map. This is the map that I had in Farm Sim 19 for a long time. Obviously doing it with in multiplayer with the group I'm a part of, and it dropped yesterday, and we're all excited, and it's gonna get set up, and multiplayer stuff will happen. But I'm doing my own little version here on my channel, and I couldn't resist showing it off. It is so nice to be back. It is done up so much nicer. It just feels a lot nicer. That's not to say 19 was bad. 19 was lovely, but this one, the track around field 62, which is beside the farmyard, it looks like it's just a normal thing. Where in 19, it looked like it had been placed there. You know, it was a small thing, but it made the map feel really good because that little road, dirt path, whatever, was so nice to drive on. It felt like it was just some dirt road you have to drive to get to a field. But it's been improved on this map. Everything's been improved. I am having little stutters here and there. It might be my settings. BlackSheepModding, I'm part of their Discord, and I'm keeping an eye on anyone having issues. And they've said, look, if you've got issues, report it. Some people are reporting little stutters, but then it's to do with mods conflicting. A lot of the stuff is. I don't have a lot of mods on. Cleared out my mod folder. I threw a couple in. The tractor I'm using, the harvester there, the sprayer. There's a couple of other ones. There's very little. There's some game setting ones for like dirt and all that. But that's it. Very few mods, as well as some of the DLC, platinum pumps and hoses, the one for grapes, and the carburetor one. That's it. Very simple. Actually, I think, am I able to see what mods I have? Yeah. So, you know, the AG pack, all these, which are all part of the season pass for season 1. Then, like, these are the other mods I have. Just simple things. And most of them are for cheapness, because obviously I'm going to start this with barely any money. As you can see up in the top right, I have €796. What do I have for €796? Well, I've got my little tractor. It's an Isekai. This is the one I'm actually going to use in the multiplayer community farm I'm doing. But it's missing its horn in the multiplayer one. I get my own little horn, which is Fiddly Dee Potato. I might swap them around once that's been installed properly. A couple of trailers. One's a baler, one's a normal one. Simple enough. You know, I like these little ones. They're quite handy. This combine is one of the mods. It was a cheap one with the header. It looks like, I think it'll be fun. You know, old school. A seeder. This is a nice little one because you can actually add. You can add like a handlebar for, you know, immersion, I guess you could say. You come up here and there's a handlebar to hold on to when you're doing stuff. But, you know, don't need to worry about that. This little sprayer, which I don't know how much it holds. A mower for grass, because getting grass whenever I can would be handy. But then I've found something interesting. Some seeds, some lime, and some fertilizer. So in terms of what I'm doing, I'm not doing plowing, and I'm not doing rocks. I hate rocks. Rocks are the bane of my existence in this map. Plowing, same thing. It's fun and all, but you know, I'm doing stuff by myself, so it will annoy me eventually. So just don't even start with it. The lime, I don't mind. It's a bit of fun. But thinking about that, I might need a lime spreader, which I don't have. And it kind of goes back to the mower part. This is the map. Lovely map. Obviously, I'm looking at crops and stuff. Let's see what we have. I have the yard. I have field 62 and this little field up here. In terms of grass, that's the grass. Normally maps have grass, like, you can cut grass anywhere. Like, if you were to turn on grass on the old stream, I think it pops up everywhere. But what they've done is said, this is the grass you can cut. And yeah, I bought a mower without checking that, because I was like, well, I can start getting grass and putting it and selling it if I have to. Turns out I can't. Even the cow field doesn't seem to have grass. Now, I could get a cultivator and... Oh, crap, I don't have a cultivator. Crap. I could get a cultivator, come along, cultivate this, turn it into a grass field and always use it, which might be something down the line. But at the moment, yeah, I have a mower and I don't have any grass to cut, which is hilarious. In terms of fields, something I love what they've done with this is if... well, we can stay here. In the old one, you know, that's one map, that's fine. Or that's one field or area you can buy. But this whole thing here has been split up into different parts to buy, which is nice. This was just one big one and it cost something like 200,000. Like, that now costs 270,000 for that part. Obviously, something else is some of the fields were connected. Like, you could get field 91, 52 together. They're now separate. Like, everything is now separate, which is nice because, like, I think... Yeah, field 60 for the multiplayer map we were doing, it was a goal we wanted to get because we had like 52, 91 and 83. And we're like, well, this is a nice long field. And it cost something like roughly 300,000, I think, in 19. And it's the same here. But then you could get these two for 200,000. But now the prices are so individual. It's lovely. It's little things like that. So yeah, I obviously got field 62 because it doesn't come with the yard. And then I picked up some equipment and I was like, well, I can't just have the one field. What can I do? And I looked around and I came across field 25. In terms of what we have oat, which is nice because oats are always good. And I think that's sorghum. Yeah. And in terms of growing, obviously that's about to grow. That's finished growing. So yeah. A lot... like, I'm not going to be able to move this stuff. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm just going to sell that. So I'm going to get, like, I think that cost 2,000 and I'm going to get, like, 500 back. In terms of, oh god, no. Oh no. I just realised that's solid fertilizer and that's a sprayer. Ah, you fucking... I wonder if I could sell that. Can I sell that? No. Can I sell you? How much do I get for you? Sell for 9,600. Okay. That's fine. Obviously, we will have to use the second-hand market for stuff. But yeah, I just realised that I need liquid fertilizer. Which... costs 3 grand. And I'm going to need that. And I'm going to need herbicide. Oh god. Oh, what have I done? Alright, well, I'm just going to buy one of you. And then buy you. Right, so now I've got 4 grand. Great. Yeah, so that's my stupidity for you. Where the hell did I... Okay, it's over here. Yeah, I have a sprayer and I'm trying to put solid stuff in it. Brilliant. So this stuff is going to have to stay up at the shop. And if I need it, I'm going to have to come up and get it. That's going to stay here for a while. Obviously, I need the lime. Although now thinking of it, I could have just sold the sprayer and got a spreader and used... Oh, fuck it. I'm a new farmer. I don't remember all these things. Well, yeah, so... bollocks. Fun stuff. So yeah, that's the equipment I have for the yard. I've already screwed up a bit and I can't sell that stuff until I use it, but that's fine. This is our little tractor. I like it. She's quite nice. Fun fact is, I managed to find, like, you can do plates. I found an Irish one, so not sure an Irish plate on it. Why not? This doesn't. It has a front loader, but I can't attach things to the front. I need to get like a front loader. I put that hitch on it, so when it comes down to it, and I can get a front loader, because this is going to be the tractor I use for a lot of things. Starting off, because obviously I'm going to start off with nothing. I pretty much started off with nothing. Thanks to a member of the community I'm part of, fields grow in a day or so. A day or two or something like that. They take like a day to grow. So I can actually churn things over quite nicely. And what that means is so, yeah, don't worry about the game save. So although I have like days per month at 5, so let's say it takes 5 days to get through August, I think it's set, from what he was saying, it's set that I could harvest this today, plant it, and in 2 days it should be good to go to harvest again. Same for 25, so I can make a bit of money like that. And then if I want to kind of, after, like, it's a nice little thing. It means I'm not waiting 7 months for a field to grow with 2 fields, which is a handy little thing for when you're by yourself. Then in the little bottom, actually, I forgot, one of the little mods I have is just to let me know which way the trailer will tip, which is nice. So back, grain door, left, right. It's quite cool. Anyway, yeah, so that is this. I'm going to start moving this stuff down, and then we'll go around field 62. Actually, I'll also give it a tour of the yard just to show off some of the new stuff that's there. Although many people are going to be streaming the valley, I'd say, and doing videos on it. But yeah, so I'm going to get all this stuff down, and then we'll start up again. So we'll see you in a bit. Hello, and back. Right, well, moving all the stuff, we're actually in the little combine, which is quite fun to drive, and then I found out this horn. It's probably a bit low, but yeah, so I didn't realize I had that horn. I don't know if I would have gotten it if I knew I had that horn. It's actually quite nice to drive, Fun little fact, this hill is a pain to get up with 2 trailers and a tractor. The tractor I have couldn't pull the 2 trailers more than 16 kilometers. I was going to say miles, but it's kilometers. And going up that hill it was doing 2 with 2 empty trailers. Jesus help me if I ever put like stuff in the back of them. So yeah, that's not going to be so fun. And we're here at the yard. There are some changes which, I actually am a bit saddened by. As you can see, the cow field looks good. I don't need to worry about driving on what side because there's no traffic here. I do think there was something to do with traffic slowing stuff down or causing issues, so I need to look into that. Maybe I'll turn off traffic. But yeah, we are here. Oh, I'm happy to be back. Actually, come on. We're gonna put this up here. Yeah, my character, he looks a bit mad and his arm's a bit spasming at the moment, but that's fine. Alright, so we're gonna park this here for now. Probably be back to it in a second. Let's get out. Right, so we've got our seeder, which actually holds a full bag of seeds, which is nice. We've got our little sprayer, which only holds 300 litres. That's going to be fun. This is the yard, but we'll start over here. I've got my 2 trailers parked up here at the moment. I don't know where I'm going to put them. Obviously, the cow yard has a couple of ways in and out of it, which I really like. And I do like it when we'll have cows and they'll be moving around. I'm not sure really what I'm going to use all the space for. Maybe I'll use these for the harvesters and those small sheds for other stuff. Like I said, I've got my trailers here. I really do love this. Now this was the track I was on about in 19. Okay, you can kind of see it just starts there. But in 19, this you could tell, like, you'd have grass and then you had this track and it looked a bit too out of place. But now it looks like it's perfectly normal. What I like is they kept the water in some of the track parts. And driving around that on a tractor is fun. Field 62, which is ready to harvest, which is nice. I will say, I do have a mod. It gives me information about the field more than normal, so it tells me what growth stage it would be at, and then what tires to need for, like, if I'm using herbicide and stuff. And as you can see, it says narrow only, so if I go around here with a tractor, my one, which has wide and weighted wheels, it's going to destroy a crop. If I go around with a narrow wheeled tractor, it'll be fine. So I like that. What else? Yes. One thing they've changed so far that I've noticed here is the gate. Before you click it, and it would open up both of them. Now you can choose to open up one and leave one closed. Nice little feature, actually. There's auto bailing system, so you can something I always would have done in 19, but we never really did, was use that for like storing bales. Now you can come here, drop them off, and it'll show them up there. And there's a couple of spots to do it, so you can store about 500 bales, which is cool to me. And then obviously you can pick them up. If we go up here, ooh, come on, jump up. I wonder if we can still, yeah, you can still lower the fences, which is nice to see. This is my first time walking around the yard, so I'm not sure exactly what's changed, but that has stayed the same. We'll jump down and break our ankles. Couple of places to park up tractors and stuff. Obviously, you know, I can still park a tractor there and not worry too much about it. Couple of sheds. So this is turned into a fuel tank storage, which is quite cool. And I guess a repair. So this is now the repair shed. That's fine. That used to be the repair shed. This is just a normal shed for tractors. That's fine. Something I always liked was... Ooh, I never noticed that doorway. I always just like how this is just like, you know, stuff thrown around here. You know, it's fun. It's nice to have. Our broom, which we can pick up, which is nice. As I said, this used to be the old repair station. I think it still can be used for repair. Yeah, workshop. So I don't know what that is then. Can't just be petrol. Oh, that's to refill the fuel. Okay, okay. So you get that little fuel tanker truck. You could put it here and so on. That works for me. Close this door. We'll close this door. Obviously then you've got your little tool shed, which I think is really nice. It's like, you know, park there. This is where we repair stuff. And you can even move the ladder around. Which you apparently can't do in multiplayer, which is very sad. Over here we have our silo, which I've always loved. I'm so happy this is still a thing. We can turn on the lights, which is nice. My favourite little parking spot, which is right under our house, which is where I'm going to be parking this thing for a while. And then obviously you can look out. I don't know if that opens. Nope, doesn't open. The house, you can walk in. We'll go in now in a second. We've got our chicken coop. Now in 19, this was overgrown, I want to say. Like, you had the chicken feed here. A lot of this area was just covered with plants and stuff, but I like what they've done. They've changed it. They've made it a bit nicer looking. I'm hoping the chickens are still out in the yard, given the fact there's no, like, fence to close. I'm going to say they are. One thing I will say is they used to have the feed here. So what you'd do is you'd back up your trailer, drop the feed, and to clean it you'd have like a broom. And you'd have to clean it like that, which I thought was nice, but they've changed it up and it's quite better. Our eggs now pop out here. Did they pop out of that one? Nope. So just a bottom shelf, okay. In here, yeah, it's exactly the same little chicken shed, which is nice. And again, you know, this is open for them to come in and out of. Can I move that? No. It's probably, yeah, too heavy. Okay. Probably lift it up, though. If that can be moved, then you could probably lift it up with something, which is nice. What else? Yeah, so I like that. I do kind of miss some stuff which I will point out now in a second. Can I lift these? No. I like to see what I'm able to lift. Right, so yeah, let's check out the house. So the house used to just be this corridor, and here and over here was a sleep zone. Now you've got your wardrobe there, you've got your sleep here, and you got like a little kitchen. It's nice that they've kind of opened it up a bit more, and of course your windows, which are fun as hell. There is a current glitch, which is this, with these two doors, which they have been told about and they will look to fix. So we'll head out to the back of the creakiest door in the world. Come on. One thing about this is, I think with any farm sim house, is you can like walk up to stuff and glitch out, and like you're near that and it'll pop you up, and one little thing. The backyard. Backyard is pretty much the same, only now you get this in 19. This was like a field that they had all done up. Which I thought was cool and wish you could use, and what they've done is actually let you use it, so you can actually pop open your gates, come in here with a little vehicle, a skid steer or something, and you can do fruit and veg, which is absolutely cool. You've even got a little well beside it. I think that's brilliant. That is just fun. Now, the biggest thing of this game, which is something I'm really happy, is... Oh, bollocks, I missed. You can play basketball, which you can't again do in multiplayer because it's a sync issue. But I think that's cool. So at the end of the day, throw it and see if you can get it. We'll walk over then to the sheep. The sheep haven't changed a lot. Oops. Still, wool pops out here. They have extended this. They used to have like a couple of things at the back, but they've gotten rid of them. So you'll get more than 4 pallets. You still dump the food here for the sheep, which is nice. I don't know if you do any cleanup, so that'll be fun to see. One thing I'm sad about is, like the cows, there used to be a water tanker, or you need to drop water, and it used to be about here. I feel like this is a bigger... Yeah, this is slightly bigger. Yeah, okay, so there is a small increase in stuff. Yeah, it used to be like here, and you'd have to drop down and drop water. I kind of wish that was still a thing, but it seems water is no longer a thing for animals. Unless you put it in yourself, I guess. I do like how we always have this little area up here. In 19, when we were using Global Company and bees, we put the bees here. So I might actually do that in this, because you can just put bees here without having to worry. And then obviously you've got your little gate. Now this shed has changed from 19. This is now just 2 little sheds. This used to be like, it used to be a shed, but it didn't have the doors and it wasn't as nice. So they've obviously updated it and made it a lot nicer, which is quite nice. And then it's actually quite big, so you can hold a good few stuff up here. One thing I'm a bit sad is this. It's nice how they've changed stuff around, but this used to look... It was a bit different. I guess maybe you could say it might have been out of place. But it kind of set with the European village vibe. It was this nice little wooden frame. But it's now changed. But I guess it's not bad. I like how you get a bit more room. It used to be like right here, so... Or maybe because it's in the same place, because of this they've changed stuff around. The top of the yard, this used to just look horrible. Now they've turned it into like this little grass field, which is nice. But again, grass you can't cut. But in our farm on multiplayer, we turned this into a huge... Oh god, it changed so many times. We had it as a huge potato processing plant for a global company, with like multiple things to get potatoes into like washed and premier potatoes and stuff like that, and then pig food. It was actually quite fun, and then it went from that into a load of sheds and places to store equipment. But it changed multiple times. The cow shed, of course, looks the same. I don't think anything's really changed. You get milk here, you buy the animals there. The doors are still lovely. I think they actually got rid of the part you could walk in. Yeah, it's all... Oh, this has changed. what I do like is in real life, I know because, don't ask me why, but there's a guy on, God, I think he does TikTok and Facebook videos, and I've come across him. He's uh, Iowa dairy farmer or something like that's his name. But he shows how this is used. It's basically, it gives a treat. The cows would walk in and they get milked. They get a bit of a treat and then they can go out. And obviously, if they try to do it again, it'll go, you've just been milked, or you got a treat in the last hour or so, so you can't be milked right now. And I think that's cool. And I like how it's been updated. It's more modern, you could say. And I like how it's like, the cows can walk in and do their own thing, which is what's happening. And a little cow brush. Yay. Kind of wish you could turn that on. Obviously the door for letting the cow, when you're buying the cows, this huge door and which comes out into the cow space is nice. It's definitely been improved. Now if I remember, the if you dropped straw, it appears there. You drop food, it would appear here. I'm wondering how that's going to work. Because I don't know, what are you? You're not going to tell me what you are. It says manure actually, but then can you open up? Manure also kind of, I thought, appeared here. So manure is either going to appear there and we can push it out, or it's going to just appear there. I don't know yet. It normally used to always appear there. And again, sorry, I'm kind of jumping around all excited. No, you open up. I love that. I love how you can just have the cow barn like wide open. Again, that looks a lot bigger. They have increased the scale of stuff. That looks a lot bigger and better than it was before. And even where it felt like there was no room between that there and that in the previous one, where now it feels like they've pushed it back again into the cows. Because again, you'd come down there, follow the little trail, and where that is, where I'm looking at right now, this used to be the spot for water, and it's not there anymore. I'm kind of sad about that, but it's quite nice. I like the little trails. I wonder if we follow this. No, it just comes here and back around. Alright, we'll come back up here. Whee! Obviously then we have our little are you not being used? Okay. So you've got your little silage pits, and I think in Farm Sim 19 this could be used as a silage pit. We never did, but I don't think it is now. But it's fine. And something that's really nice is you can walk up in between them. On there, I like this being a bit weird. And then something which is really fun is, doop, and then you get the little ramps, which is cool because you can then drive up and dump stuff off. I will say there's no, like, that has an increase in space, that width. That was always like that, but that has definitely gotten bigger. The slurry pit, which I love how you can even open the door. I kind of wish it would fill up, if that makes... I don't think it does, but it would be nice to see it like filling up. If it was full and stuff, because a fun little thing. The little back place, I used to park up here eventually when I got larger trucks or larger tractors, because mine wouldn't fit in the small part anymore. And then down here, obviously, another shed, which is nice. Close you. Something I loved was always driving under here. We put a sign for our community farm here, telling us how much stuff was in the silo. I think we're going to try to do that again, but we'll see. Then around here, obviously, again, something I love is just the little details. Like, man, a little ditch is nice. All the little junk around. I love these sheds. At the moment I'll use them for storing stuff, but what I always loved was this shed. Never knew what to use it for. But the fact that you could come through to here. There is a lot of room for stuff. There's lots and lots of room. Can I lift you? No. What will I use everything for? I have no idea. But there is a lot of room. And I'm looking forward to getting into it. What we will do is grab our little combine. Get into the combine, maybe. Turn on the engine. It's so weird. It looks so weird. What's the lights like? Don't think it has lights at the back. Okay, well that's something we'll have to look into. Right, let's get going. And let's head up to field 62. I think we can get there by going this way. Oh, we just fit. I will say on my drive down from the shop with this, I didn't judge the distance between a car. I ramped it onto 2 wheels. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna have to be a bit more careful with this thing. But, oh, it's so nice. I will close all the doors and stuff. I don't like having them open. I might leave the harvester up here, near the fields. But yeah, so around here, I could even leave it here. See, there's so much room. And here we go. Now, I will say, I don't think we have it here, which is nice. They do seem to have this, and yeah. Like I said before, we need to be careful with this if I ever use it, because we had, in our multiplayer ramp, we had someone parked here and someone turned on the fence, and the tractor and trailer were gone. And it's just one of those, wait, where the hell is the stuff? And yeah. And the game had saved automatically, so we couldn't get it back. But yeah, right, let's jump here. Let's turn you on. Okay, now this is interesting because I don't know. I don't have anything to pick up straw swat, so I really can't use it. So I need to disable it. Right, yeah, it's turned off. Right, so let's get going. We'll drive around this way. Try our best. But yeah, it's good to be farming. I'm wondering how much this can hold actually, because it's already at like 5%. Obviously I don't think it's going to hold a lot, but that's not too much of an issue. But yeah, look at that. It's quite a nice little harvester. It's not bad for turning. But yeah, so this is... I kind of missed a few points actually. Yeah, so I know today was meant to be racing and stuff, but for a while I might swap it up to farming and flying, because I'm going to want to do a lot of this. Maybe I'll put the I'll set our course onto the Mondays, because that is to do with driving, and it'll be a bit more... it'll happen every now and then, more than every week, because I think farming is a bit more fun to do. I can spend a lot longer at it, and I enjoy it. But not saying I don't enjoy Assetto Corsa, but I really enjoy this. This is relaxing and peaceful, and I could do hours of this. So yeah. I mean, like the map feels so nice. It looks a lot different, I will say. It looks the same, but there are differences which I'm noticing, which is nice. So I'm gonna look forward to exploring more of it. One thing that didn't change was that big damn ramp by field 86 or 56, whichever one it was. That stayed the same, hasn't changed. You know, it's it is really nice. That's 50%. That is a mod. That lets me know when I'm like 50% full, 80%, and at 80% a warning light will pop on the back, which is nice. Because on a small thing like this, if you're not paying attention, at least you'll hear it. You can actually get rid of the little bar at the bottom. I will say I've reduced my HUD to like 60% or something, and it's a bit too small. I missed a few bits there. Harvesting in first person is a bit more tricky than you'd expect. But yeah, I'm a bit annoyed I can't use the straw swat. I can't. I don't have the money to rent stuff. I need to rent a cultivator, if anything, more than, or buy a cultivator more than a forage wagon to pick up stuff. So that's gonna have to wait a while. But it's nice. It'll be fun to start to build up equipment. I missed a lot there, Jesus. There's the little beacon, come on, which is quite cool. And again, the little bing. I like that. It's a fun little mod. And you can even notice the beacon in here. So even if you had the sound turned off, you could notice the beacon. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab the bits I missed. Should be able to get both of them. No? No. Alright, this is a really small header. Oh god, that's tiny compared to what I thought it would be. Right, let's just... The turning radius though is quite nice. Can I get all the bits I missed? But yeah, this can have a corn header attached to it as well, so it's a handy little it'll be a handy little harvester for now. Let's just get a bit of speed. Put you back on. What I'm gonna do is grab you and you and continue up to these. But yeah, so this field will probably be our main field for now. I think equipment wise, like I said, probably gonna have to focus more on renting stuff, which is nice. Got all that. One thing I'm really looking forward to is, you know, seeing what money we can bring in. I missed that one, yeah. What I'm gonna do is go back. Get this. Yeah, I keep hitting the pedal, and then it's turning off the not the autopilot. What you call it? The cruise control. Should be able to get down here, and then it'll probably be full. So we'll have to pick up our tractor and one of the trailers. I don't know why I bought a bale trailer now when I don't need it. It's another thing of money I've just kind of... Well, I'm going to use it for transport and stuff. Here, turn you off. Right, and the wheel spins all the way around. Right, let's go grab our tractor and then grab a trailer. Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna close all the doors and stuff. Apart from this one, this one's just gonna stay open. Getting stuck on things. Alright. Let's go into first. Well, fourth gear. This one, horn's not as good. I can't wait to get, like, if I can get the other horn, I will swap them around. but that'll have to wait. Alright, so I'm gonna do this way because and I need to keep you on. I do have manual attaching turned on. Alright, so they're connected. They're disconnected. Alright, let's get going. So I do like manual attachment mod. It's nice. Oh god, it's a bit bouncy. All we'll do is we will pull up here, turn that off, and come around and get you. Right, it's not a very long pipe. But yeah, our little farm is starting off better. Like, compared this to the other videos I did for Farm Sim for the old stream. I'm already doing harvesting. Already got like the farm pretty much set up. I don't need to worry about things. So this will be a lot better than I think the last one. I'm not going to worry about stones and ploughing. Cultivating, yeah. Lime I don't mind. Although I'll need to get a lime spreader, but that's another worry. So let's throw in our pipe. Let's reverse it. And let's get going. I do like how we have a couple of crows on the field with us, nibbling away at whatever's been left. But yeah. But my plan is just to, you know, buy a field here and there, try different things, see how it goes. I'm looking forward to getting into this with the community I'm part of. How did I miss that? We're going to be setting it all up over the next day or two and getting everything kind of sorted. Most of the stuff is kind of ready. We're pretty much starting worse than I was. It's gonna have no like just tractors in a yard, and see how it goes. So that's gonna be a lot of fun to do on that. But for starting here, I don't mind having a bit of equipment. One thing I will look to do as well is probably contracts. If it's come and harvest something, yeah, that's no problem. Ooh, got that. Knocking me a bit sick there. Try not to kill the birdies. Right, well, just about finished up. One thing I thought I had installed was when that hits 100% it would automatically stop, but it doesn't. So I kind of ran over a bit of crop there. That's not too much to worry about. That can easily be looked at. Or maybe I'll pick up the proper stopping mod, but like, not bad. Couple of spots I need to just pick up a couple more and we're pretty good to go. I don't think I will jump straight into seeding this one. What I will do is I'll go up and check um, the other field we have. Holy crap, this is a lot of oats. Actually, what is the price of oat at the moment? No, that's production. No, no. Oh no, that's right. So oats are on the rise in price, which isn't bad. So we could make a bit of cash. And I don't really need to keep any at the moment. Let's grab this bit. There's a couple of bits here I need to grab. And then I'll grab the main portion that's left. But yeah, so maybe I will sell it. I think chickens can use oats, maybe. Might be wrong. And if they can, maybe I could grab a couple of chickens and start getting eggs. That way the little farm is already starting. Yeah, I think I got all the pieces. I might actually, yeah. If chickens can use oats, maybe I will grab a couple of chickens. Might just have to buy them straight from here instead of going down to a shop and getting them because I have no way of transporting them. Well, that's not too bad. Delivery is going to be a bit of money. But even getting a couple wouldn't be too bad. What we'll do is we'll swing our pipe out. Oh. Well, there we go. That's everything. So there. Field is harvested. Now we'll have to cultivate, fertilize and all that. Well, I don't know if I need to cultivate it. Probably might have to. What I'm thinking I'm gonna do is let's just park you here, because there's no point in putting you miles away from everything. Right, so first off, animals. You have no animals yet. Well, I would like to buy some. What we do is, because we need to go to the tractor anyway, we'll look at that. Harvested and ready to go for another round. We'll run down here to the chicken coop, which is over here. Boing. So if I press R, we'll produce eggs. Does it not say what they need? Oh, where? Wheat, bar. Ah, oh, sorghum. I have sorghum, but it's not harvestable. Yeah. Oh, well, there you go. What I could do then is sell the. I could sell. No, no. Yes, I could sell the wheat, the oats. The best prices at the grain mill. Let's try find that on the map. You. No, that's the cafe. The oil mill. The grape. Animal dealer. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. Farm shop. Restaurant. Dairy. Fries. Biomass. Biomass. The elevator. It's all the way up there. You're actually near my field, and you're... What's the difference in price? Like 2... Well, yeah, 2. So I might just go there then. Yeah, we'll come up here, because then we can check out the field. So we can kill 2 birds on 1 stone. Hey, big jump, big jump, big jump. Right. Right, so I know how to get there. What we're gonna have to do is come down to this road here. Yeah, I think it couldn't pull the 2 trailers, but it can definitely pull the 1, which is nice. This is the little bumpy road I love. This is just... it's so bumpy, so needlessly bumpy, but it's so nice. Right, and then we come down here. This is a little back road. Oh my Jesus. Oh my Jesus. It's so needlessly bumpy, but it's so fun. Like, goddamn. Alright, up here. Like, even the trailer's having a moment. Alright, then we will head up this way. Fun little way to get in and around the yards. Keep at that guy. I do like how it is. The Valley in 19 never kind of said where it was based. It just said it's a European fiction map, I believe. I think I might be wrong, but it was always kind of be, ah, yeah, it's in France. The way everything is with the stuff, and now that you get stuff in pretty much French, and BlackSheepModding are a French company. It is, you know, you're pretty much confirming that it's on a French map and stuff, and for some reason I've got a Irish registration tractor, but it doesn't matter because it's not like the wheels on any different side of the road. So yeah, I've moved all the way here from Ireland and starting up a farm there, boy. So I am. That's my best, well, not my best Irish accent, but that's what most of the farmers sounded like around here where I'm from. God, traffic's busy. I actually think I could use that track as well. That looks like a new one then. So there are additional like tracks to and from the farm, it looks, which is nice. So yeah, we will sell this. We'll have a look at our second I was gonna say farm, second yard, second field, to see what it looks like, because I don't know if it's on a hill or if it's crooked. Well, it's not crooked, it's a straight small thing. But yeah, and then we are happy to finish up this episode, I think. So we need to turn in here. So this is nice, it's right in front of the stuff. Oh god. Yeah, you pop open, and I need to drive around and sell it in the back. So that's production. So we're gonna... There we go. We sell it here. Let's go forward a bit. Let's see how much we make. About what, 3,000? Oh, just under 3,000. Oh, what? That's not bad though. That little field gave us just under 3,000. I'll take it. Right, let's have a look at field 25. How the hell do we go down this little road? Ooh, look at this. See, little things like this are always fun. And that's our field there. I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna park it here. I'm gonna park it here. Let me get out. So this is our second field. It's yeah, it's on a small little incline, but that's not too bad because it's a straight one, so we can just come across it, no issues. I'm gonna stand on this fence. Okay, actually, it also comes down here. Okay. Oh, right. Okay, well, no, there's plenty of room, so I'm not gonna go into the river. But that incline could be a small issue for the harvester. Maybe I'll have to come down, go around to this part, and go back up. Growth stage, yeah. So that's the thing. So growth is growing. It's 4 out of 4. It's 100% fertilized, which is nice. It's gonna give us 100% yield. So that's not too bad. So that'll be another thing to do. Maybe I'll do that off camera and start sowing it. But yeah, that's it for this episode. It's oh god, it's been an hour plus because I had to pause and move stuff. So yeah, it is nice to be back. We've got our little Isekai truck, which has a turbo with it, chip tuning, whatever that means. It adds a bit of extra horsepower. And obviously our little trailers. It's lovely to be back on this map, and I'm looking forward to properly get going. Obviously we have to seed the other field. We'll have to harvest this. We've got a bit of work ahead of us, but that's the fun part, and this will be a lot better than the old stream stuff because I'm not going to worry about half the crap. So yeah, till next time, take care, see ya.